This is a pretty good problem that we're reviewing today. It's the USACO 2021 January contest silver problem 1 of dance moves. And before looking at this problem, you might want to consider first solving the 2020 February contest silver problem 1 of swapity swap. I did a problem review video over this one a while ago. I think it's a month ago, and this is a very good problem. And knowing how to solve this problem actually helps you solve a lot of later problems in both gold and silver actually. So you might want to first learn how to solve the swapity swap. And now after solving this problem, we can come back to our problem today of dance moves. Pause the video first and look at the problem yourself. Alright, basically Farmer John have n cows and n being at most 10 to the 5th power. And each time you try to switch a pair of cows AI and BI, and you do k swaps in one cycle. And then after an infinite amount of cycles, you try to determine the number of unique positions in the line that any cow will ever occupy. And you can pause the video once again and think about this problem yourself. Alright, so first of all, I have to clarify that this is the silver version of this problem, and the gold version is actually really similar, except other than the position that she will ever occupy, it turns into after exactly m cycles, how many positions will she occupy. And this is actually, silver version is actually the first step of solving the gold version. So first of all, to solve this problem, first we have to notice that since it's similar to swapity swap, we can actually apply some of the techniques that we had in swapity swap into this problem. And specifically in this problem, we can try again to connect edges. And after connecting edges, we realize that each edge is run between AI and BI, and after those edges are connected, we are guaranteed to find several cycles, right? Because each point has an in degree and an out degree of exactly 1, and we have a number line here, and it is guaranteed that, say this cow goes here, this cow goes here, since every cow have a degree of exactly 1, it is guaranteed, no matter how complex the shape is, it is guaranteed that after a while, we form cycles. And the cycles are not necessarily connected, so we can have a cycle like that, and we can just have a cycle like that, and we can just have a cycle of itself, right? But no matter what shape it is, how it is, we are going to find several cycles. And we realize that the positions that these cows can reach, all these cows on the same cycle can reach the exact same positions. Because, say, this cow can reach a position, well, then this cow can also reach that exact same spot, because this cow will, after a while of jumping, it will reach this spot, right? So we just have to find the number of a set of place that every cow is willing to visit, and then we combine that set with every other cow in the same cycle, and that is the answer for all these cows. And note that when we find a set, we actually only need to find the number of spots that it will visit after 1 turn, meaning after k shifts. And when we look at the size of k, it is only wait, what? Oh yeah, k is big, but we don't have to actually iterate through all k swaps, because we notice that in every turn there's only k swaps in total. So across all n cows, every cow is not going to be swapped on every step. So out of the 2 times 10 to the 5th power steps, we're not switching every cow that many steps. We're only switching them a total of that many steps. So a total of, after all n cows are done finding a set of all the spots that it will reach after 1 turn, we will have a total spread out complexity of OK, which is good enough, which is OK. Yeah, and after finding that set, we combine a set of every single cow on the cycle and find the size of that set to find the answer. And here's my implementation. So basically, pre-process resulting array, connect edges, and find loops. First of all, this is connecting edges. No, this is actually simulating the process on the first time, and also connecting. This is making the original set, and then we connect edges like this, because each point only have 1 edge out and 1 edge in. So instead of using a vector, we just use an array, because there's only 1 edge in. And then for each loop, we find a loop, right? We keep going on. We don't even need the DFS for this loop, because each point only goes 1 other point. So then we just use a while loop, and then every single point on the while loop contributes to this big cycle. And finally, for each point on this cycle, the answer is just the size of this big set for every point on this cycle. And I have a lot of comments for the explanation of this code, so I'll be posting it in the comments below after this video, and I will strongly suggest checking it out, especially since this is a pretty complicated problem in terms of thinking, because you need to be able to observe all these properties, including connecting edges and then finding cycles, and then combining the set of the points every point can reach on the cycle and all these stuff. And understanding this problem will also help you solve the gold version of this one that I'll be doing a problem over really soon. Alright, so that is it for this problem of 2021 January dance moves, and I hope this video helped. Thank you for watching. Alright, for the grinding today, I'm kind of getting back on track. I'm kind of not. I'm kind of getting back on track because I'm finally mocking another contest today. I haven't mocked a contest for so long, but I'm still not very on track because the contest that I mocked is very, very old and very, very easy. I mocked the 2016 U.S. Open contest silver, and when I looked at the score for promotion, I thought it's going to be a pretty difficult contest, right? Because 600, usually, even for U.S. Open, it's going to be as low as usually 650, and 600 is just really low. So I thought the problems must be hard for that time, and we're just going to be like normal for now. However, it was not. It was not hard at all. I solved all three of these problems in a total of hour and 8 minutes. Was the first one, field reduction taking me 36 minutes, diamond collector 16, and closing the farm also 16. And I just want to take a moment and acknowledge how much USACO has expanded by, because if you look at 2016, there's only 1,500 users logging in, and now it's 15,000. So over a course of a bit over 8 years, the number of users on the USACO website has 10 times. So that's something to kind of notice. Anyways, the contest for today, field reduction, really, really easy. Basically, just notice that it's just brute force. You can only delete 12 cows. There's only 12 cows that are worth deleting because you only delete 3. So then you just brute force which 3 of these 12 cows to delete, and that's super easy. And the second problem is, I would say, the hardest one out of these 3, even though it's still not hard, and it's just basically kind of DP. You can either use a double pointer or binary search to pre-process 2 DP arrays, or just do 1 DP array and do the other one in the process. Doesn't matter. Anyways, you just first notice that the 2 boxes, you sort them and then realize that the range of the 2 boxes cannot possibly intersect, and then you just use binary search to find when the left end of a box is at a certain point, what is the maximum right end, and then store that into an array where fi represent what is the maximum number of diamonds that can be stored in the box if the box's starting point is greater than or equal to I. And then for each starting point of the first box, you find the ending point, and then take that and add f ending point plus 1, right? Because the starting point of the second box has to be at least the ending point of the first box, because they can't intersect, and that's still really easy. I wouldn't even call it DP. It's really just binary search with double pointer. And the final one is even easier. It's what can I say? It's just brute force. There is nothing else to say to it, because n is 3,000 and there's only 3,000 queries. So after each query, you just iterate through the graph and see if it's connected. However, notice that the gold version actually have the exact same problem statement. It's just that there's that's a silver one again. My bad. The data size is different for the gold one, and in the gold one is 2 times 10 to the 5th power instead of 3,000, and this time you actually use a technique called reverse time. You travel back in time, and it's just reversing the order of the queries. You just process them backward, and instead of deleting edges, now you add edges, and then you use the union find algorithm to easily find the answer. And this, I remember when I first learned this problem a while ago, it's the first time that ever was introduced to the technique of reverse time, and it was quite fascinating to me at the time. And even still today, it's still a pretty smart trick, even though now it's just way too common. Like, even in the December silver of this season, I'm pretty sure problem 2 and 3 can both be solved involving reverse time, especially problem 3. Anyways, that's it for the grind today. I solved 4 problems, even though one of them I already solved before. Obviously the second problem of the gold division, but at least I mocked the contest, even if it's an easy one. And I'm just amazed by how much the difficulty increased by. Not only because the number of people doing it is 10 times now than they were in 2016, but also the 600 cutoff back then. This number is going to be like a 900 if these 3 problems are to be on no, not this one. silver one. If these 3 silver problems are to be on the January contest, the cutoff's gonna be 900, like 950 or something. So yeah, that's it for the grind report of today. January contest is in 8 days. So good luck to everyone who is thinking about participating in it. Hope you get the promotion you wanted, and thank you for watching this video. Bye.